Okay, it's time to make the bookcase and get them books off the table already. It's kind of looking crappy over there. Ready? So all I did is went to Lowe's. I bought these 2 by 12 by 8 foot long pieces of wood, indoor wood, for indoor use. We're going to just make a little bookcase out of it. It's going to be 4 foot high by 6 foot long. Yeah, so I've been putting off the bookcase now for a little while, guys. I need to get it done. It is kind of a cloudy, cool day today, so I figured what the heck. And I bought 5/16 lag bolts, 4 inches long. We're going to connect the shelves with those and some washers. So it's going to look pretty cool on the outside. First thing I'm going to do is cut that one in half, and that'll be my sides. Alright, easy enough. I got my 4 shelves cut and the 2 sides. Now I'm just going to bolt them together. Drill holes, bolt them together. Alright, got one side done. Got all the lag bolts in. Now I'm just going to secure the other side. Moving along. Nice simple bookcase. Alright, so the bookshelf is constructed. I used the nice lag bolts. That looks kind of cool. I like the way that looks. Anyway, there it is, guys. Nothing fancy, but I really needed it. I need to clean up that back room and get them books back on a shelf. So it is a lot more sturdier than that particle board ones I had from Walmart, obviously. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stain it or just polyurethane it or leave it natural. I'll see what Mama says when she gets home. Tyler's getting his hair cut because we're getting ready to go to Vegas. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Bookcase, pretty much done. Alright, there you go. Nice and stained. Ready to roll. I am going to put a backing on it. I just haven't done that yet. I need to go buy one, but it looks good. It's going to be a nice bookcase in that back room right by that wall. We're going to be able to organize all our books. Now I'm just letting it dry in the air. Woo, it's windy. While the bookcase is drying, I'm going to start bagging these leaves to make leaf mold out of. Okay, so those are the only 3 bags I had left in the garage. So the rest of the leaves I'm just going to throw into the banana area, let them compost down in there naturally. Then what I'll do is I'll poke holes in the bottoms of those bags and around the sides with a screwdriver, and then I'll just water it in real good, get it all moist, and just let it sit on the side of the house. And that's how you make leaf mold. Very easy. Alright, that looks a lot better for right now until the leaves start falling again. But you just got to keep up with it. I didn't even see you there. How are you? Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It is Rich at Rivera Urban Homestead. It is March 14th. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Sunny out. I don't know what the temperature is. In the 70s already. Great morning. So this weekend I want to get the bookcase done. I'm going to lacquer it. I'll show you what little machine I'm going to use. My neighbor let me borrow to spray that lacquer on the bookcase. It's really cool. I might buy one. And that's about it. We're getting ready to go to Vegas Wednesday for my brother's wedding. You know, with all this coronavirus stuff going on, it's kind of weird, but we're going to roll with it. But let's go out to the garden real quick. I just want to give you a quick update on the tomato plants. They're looking beautiful, guys. Let's go look. So the Husky Cherry Red is just looking amazing. Even though it's broke a couple of times, I just keep staking it up and it keeps growing. And I mean, beautiful tomatoes. Those are starting to ripen up down there. So looking really good. Oh, and a piece of this, as you can see right here, that whole stem broke off. Check this out. That's the piece of stem that broke off that plant. I just literally stuck it into the ground and started watering it. And yeah, some of the stuff is dying obviously, but look, it is literally starting to grow. Just a piece of the stem, I just stuck it right in the ground. So you can propagate a lot of tomato plants if you just bury them back in and start watering them. Over this way we have so many greens. We are going to make some greens this weekend because we have to harvest these. It is just a massive amount. It's getting out of control. So there is bok choy plants over here, but with all these greens in the way, they're kind of shading them out. So I got to get them out of there. Give some to the chickens too. And our kale is looking amazing, our dinosaur kale. And then our little curly kale finally started coming up. So that's nice. It's looking pretty good. These are those icy radishes. They're supposed to be a white radish. Ooh, look. This one might be ready, guys. Let's take a look at this one. It's a little one. I should have left it in there, but I wanted to see how they look. Look at that. Nice white radish. Christine's going to be excited to see that. And here we have our better bush. I just kind of turned it because this side over here is massive amounts of growth in the sun, and this side was pretty bare, so I spun it around so this gets more sun. But beautiful, nice sized tomatoes. I like that. That's a good size, and they're looking great. And then over here the babies are looking amazing. Look at all these baby tomatoes. Those three are the purple, those three are the Cherokee purple, and these four are the Praxis cherry tomatoes from Ray over there in Ohio. Looking really good though, nice and healthy. They're going to be good. I'm a little nervous to be leaving. I'm flying out Wednesday and getting back Saturday morning, so not very long, but I'll just water real good before I leave, and then that's it. I'll water when I get home. So the garden's looking good. Green beans started to die back, so I'm going to cut those all the way to the base and see if they'll start regrowing. Maybe replant some right there. So yeah, there's the garden, looking great. That bed over there is going to be full of tomato plants, I have a feeling. And then I'm still harvesting some of this lettuce and stuff for the chickens. So they're getting fresh garden greens pretty much every day. Oh yeah, another piece of a tomato plant. That was one of the babies I cut out because it wasn't as good as the other one I kept. So I just stuck it in the ground yesterday in this pot back here. We'll experiment. Okay, so here's the cool sprayer that my neighbor let me use to spray the lacquer on the bookshelf. It's called the Critter. It just screws into a mason jar. The tube inside the mason jar sucks up the lacquer. It sprays it out at the tip here. It'll spray up, and then this just sprays air, and that forms the spray. So hook it up to the compressor, spray it out. Let's do it. Okay, so I put some lacquer into the mason jar. And that's it. You just screw this on. He said to set the compressor at about 40 psi. So let's see what happens. Let's plug it in. Okay, so that little sprayer is cool for little projects, but for a big bookcase like that, to try and spray it out, it's the fine mist, it's not like a thick, heavy-duty sprayer. Didn't work, so I resorted back to a brush and started just laying it on thick. Second coat is already on. Let's take a look. Oh, look at how shiny. That's looking pretty. Look at that. One thing I did is use a rag to lay the stain down, and then I had all the you know, the material off the rags on there, a bunch of fuzzies and stuff. So I used my torch and I torched off everything throughout the place. Got all the fuzzies off, and now look at it. Looking really good, guys. Just a fun little project, no big deal. Okay, I gotta get collards harvested before it gets too hot so Christine can cook them today. We are doing some ribs on the grill. We're gonna do greens, some beans. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so that's a nice first pile of greens, some big ones. Look at that size of that on my hand. That's huge. But I'm gonna get some of the Brussels sprout leaves as well to add to it, just so we have a little bit more. Okay, so there we go. We got the bookcase wall all set up. I bought that nice wood paneling. Looks really good. Just a nice uniform cover. And now we're gonna get ready to get the bookcase in here. That way we can put away all of our books. We got a lot of books. Alright, so there's the new bookcase. All set up. Holds everything really nicely. Looks good. Good deal. Haha. One project accomplished. Okay, so that sprayer I was going to use for the bookcase, it's a neat little sprayer, but it's only for smaller projects. That bookcase was pretty big, so I wound up just using a paintbrush and actually just painting the lacquer onto it. It worked a lot better and gave it a nice thick coat. So I let that sit out here all night last night. We got it in, it looks great. Bookcase is done, books are back on the shelf and off of that plastic table I had them on. So that's a plus. Our AC wasn't working this morning, so I had to call the AC company. They came out, they had to change the conducer or something. $300 later, we have AC again, so that's a good thing. We need AC. And what else we got? Oh yes, my wedding in Vegas that I was just talking about yesterday. Guess what? Got canceled. So now I have to try tomorrow when I get to work, call the airlines and see what they're going to do, if anything, for those 5 tickets I bought. I bought 5 plane tickets to go, so it's a couple $1,000s there. I'm hoping I get some airline credit for a future fly out. They already rescheduled the wedding for June, so I'm hoping that I recoup my money and that way I can buy the tickets again in June. We'll see, that's scary. But anyway guys, everyone be safe, everyone do what you got to do to just get through this little media hype as far as this virus goes. We're all going to be alright guys, don't worry about it, just keep gardening. But I'm done, I'm getting ready to go sit out back, get the ribs going, and just relax the rest of the day. So, bookcase is done, the garden's looking good, a lot of tomato plants in the future. And now we got some air conditioning, so life's good today guys. Have a good day.